Feeling present during sex may sound obvious, but it's actually something that many of us feel like we're missing if we're experiencing performance anxiety. Whether it's erection or ejaculation challenges, we have this desire of just wanting to feel present and connected with our partner, as opposed to feeling stuck in our head, overthinking, and that we're not present with them. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why we're feeling like we're not present with our partner, because that we must understand first to be able to then figure out, okay, how do I change that? How do I start feeling more present with them? If you find this video helpful, in the bottom right hand corner you will see a button that says subscribe. When you click on that button, it means that you'll get the latest brand new videos and brand new tools as I share them right here. So let's start with that first step of understanding why don't we feel present when it comes to intimacy and sex. This is where it starts. For us to be able to understand how to feel present with our partner, we must figure out why is that not happening today. Now, from the hundreds, if not thousands, of conversations with guys that I've had around the world, experiencing performance anxiety and experiencing it myself, the reason why we don't feel present is because we're going into battle with our mind. It feels like there's one part of us that just wants to push through and get it done, get the job done, like we have to pass a test. And then there's the other part of us that's saying, no, this feels like, what if it doesn't work again? This feels uncomfortable, this feels awkward, I don't feel safe. So we go into battle with our mind. What is going on here? Here's my belief, is that we have the subconscious, let's say the subconscious part of our mind, the depths of our brain, the most developed part of our brain that is basically saying, alert, alert, I don't feel safe in this moment. I don't feel safe because in the past, when I've gone to have intimacy, things haven't gone to plan. So we have this one part of us that's flashing this alert and this alarm signal, right? That's basically saying to us, danger, warning. Just like if we saw a lion, okay, there's going to be this instinctive part of us that kicks in that says, danger, alert, get out, avoid this situation because it's not going to end well. So we have the one part that's doing that. Then we have the other part that's the more, let's say the more recent part of our brain, our conscious awareness, our conscious thought that then goes into battle with that part and is saying, no, I can't listen to that. I've got to block those thoughts. I've got to avoid it. I can't listen to that danger signal. I've just got to stay focused. I've got to stay in the zone. I've got to stay present. I've got to get out of my head and I must do this. And so do you see here how we have these two parts that go into battle, and usually we always lose, okay? The thing that we don't want to happen, whether we lose the erection or we can't climax or we climax too soon, whatever kind of performance anxiety experience it may be, we generally always lose when we go into battle, because we're going into battle with the part of us that is really our body, our driving system. We're not going to win. So what is this? Why does this happen? Well, our body has two systems, our sympathetic nervous system and our parasympathetic nervous system. These are the scientific names, but basically we have our fight and flight state and our calm state. Okay, when we're in a calm state, we're able to get turned on. Things like our breathing is slow, blood is freely moving around our body, and we're able to get and maintain an erection and feel more present when it comes to sex. When we're in a fight or flight or a fear state, that's when our other nervous system is activated, and that is when our body is telling us alert, danger, avoid this situation. And in that moment, our breathing is usually more shallow, our heartbeat is pumping faster, and our blood is directed to the most critical organs in our body. So in that moment, usually our brain, and also pumping our muscles so that we're ready to escape in that moment. That's why things feel more intense, because our body is literally alerting us to something that we're perceiving as a danger. And this is what we're trying to fight against, which is why it doesn't work, and it's why we don't feel present. Because we're trying to force our body to stay in the moment when this system that's been around for a lot longer and has a lot more power is saying to us no. And that's the part that's going to win. For as long as we continue to do this and go into battle, we're never going to feel present when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to sex. And that's not what you want, it's not what you deserve. You deserve to enjoy intimacy and to enjoy sex again. Now, how do we do that? and it's by using the right tools and strategies to get to that point. Today, what I've shared is one error in the bedroom. It's important that we understand what we're doing wrong so that we can avoid this and get to the point where we enjoy sex again. If this sounds good to you, in the comments below, I've put a link to what I call the number one mistake guide. The number one mistake guide. This will show you the number one mistake to avoid. When we do this mistake, it leads to performance anxiety, erection or ejaculation challenges. So you want to make sure that you read this so that you can avoid that mistake. If this video has been relatable to you, then if you look down in the comments below now, you'll see a link to that number one mistake guide. When you click on the link, it will take you straight to the page where you can access that guide, and you will then learn what this number one mistake is and how to avoid it. So it's time to head below now, click on the link to go to the guide, and I'll see you right there.